got a reflux.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
One up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. It is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Left side, it's complete.
Rivers pass.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's got a first down inside of midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they wanted to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The carry here is complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
as they run the counter play. And for the third straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Brings up.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. In the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Traffic there, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and 2.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he finds Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, it's Cook. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Number 16.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And it will surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Rivers now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Herbert. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Herbert throwing again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
At the 33-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Herbert. He's caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Bengals 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A tackle by Quincy Williams.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like